Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about what the Nether actually is. Now I know I haven't been making videos lately and this is not the type of video I make, but for today I'm just going to be a Mad Pat and no offense there and tell you a theory. So the Nether is just basically a fiery realm that everybody goes to get quartz and blaze powder if you want to beat the Ender Dragon, and which I probably cheated a lot from. But like the Nether, nobody actually knew what the Nether actually is. Like some people think that the Nether is the sun. Some people think that the Nether is just the overworld, but in another dimension. But I just figured something out. I just started thinking about this one day, and I actually found some interesting conclusions. First of all, here's the evidence. I'm not going to tell you what I'm concluding to because that'll probably spoil it, and you guys probably just click away because you're like, I don't even care. But, so, what I've learned is that the Nether, first of all, is under the overworld. Now, there's a lot of evidence supporting that, but there are some very obvious ones followed by some not so obvious ones. For example, first of all, the most obvious one is you travel a lot faster in the Nether. Like, I mean a lot. If you've ever tried to travel Nether and then build another portal somewhere else, you'll see that you'll get very far away from your house. And probably even in another, like, biome. So, the truth is, 8 blocks in the Nether. What am I saying? 1 block in the overworld. Okay, okay, you know what? 1 block in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. So for every block you travel in the Nether, you travel 8 blocks in the overworld. And what that actually leads to is that the Nether is actually under the Earth's. So the overworld is the Earth's lithosphere or crust, and the Nether is the Earth's outer core. So when you go to the Nether and travel in the outer core, when you think about it, it's actually way faster than having to walk by foot or by horse, because it's in Minecraft obviously, across the overworld. And this Earth diagram actually proves that it's actually about 8 times the speed under the Earth when you travel through the outer core. And there's a reason why it's called the overworld. Because it's over the Nether. Like, why else would you call it the overworld if it's not over something? So that pretty much makes it clear. And if you go to F3 in your game and look at the biome when you're in the Nether, you'll see that its name is called Hell. HE double hockey sticks. So what people thought what this means is that Nether is just literally hell. Like, it's very hard to survive in there, and like it's just torture for people who just want to try to get some blaze powder. But what this actually means, if you think about it, the name actually makes a lot of sense. If the Nether is really under the Earth, or inside the Earth's outer core, it would literally be hell because you go down because it's under the Earth. It's not under the Earth, it's inside the Earth, but like, who cares? And if you look at the actual structure of the Earth, there's a bedrock layer at the top, a bedrock layer at the bottom, a lava ocean right above the bedrock layer at the bottom, and a bunch of floating islands in the air. So the bedrock layer at the bottom is actually the Earth's inner core, the solid part, and the bedrock layer at the top is where the Earth's outer core ends, and it goes into the Earth's stone part. I forgot how to say it. Who cares? And if you think about it, it actually makes a lot. That actually connects to the first 2 things, because the Earth's solid core is actually pretty hard, and obviously Notch did not want a game to lag, so he didn't put the overworld above the Nether. So yeah. Another point or evidence, Enderman can access the Nether. if you've been playing Minecraft for a long time and you happen to stumble upon the occasional Enderman in the Nether, they actually spawn naturally in the Nether, but very rarely. So do witches, and that proves that the Nether is close to the overworld. It's not like far away, because Enderman can only teleport. So, like, Enderman can only teleport for that much distance. Enderman can't go across the world like that. Maybe they can. So, yeah. And if you look in the Nether and start mining a bit, or you don't even have to mine, just walk around, you'll see magma blocks. And magma is just lava under the earth. But it's magma because it's under the earth, and scientists like to call it that. Why would there be lava or magma if it's not under the earth? Why is it called magma block if the magma isn't under the earth? If it's over the earth or out of the earth, they wouldn't call it the magma block. They would call it the lava block, because magma is lava under the earth. So that just proves that the Nether is under the overworld. And if you actually think about it, the Nether is very hot. You see, you can't put water inside Nether. If you put water, it automatically evaporates. Boom, turns into smoke. But water's evaporating point is 212 Fahrenheit. That's enough to cook an egg, if you ask me. But the Earth's outer core is 10,800 Fahrenheit. That's about 50 times. Did I do that math right? Yeah, it's about 50 times as hot as it takes to fry an egg or boil water. So when you place water down, it just automatically evaporates. There's no water in the Nether because of how hot it is. The Earth's core contains magnesium, and if you don't know, if you're not into chemistry, which I'm not either, but I just happen to know, magnesium is a very flammable element, and so is netherrack. Netherrack can burn infinitely without it ever going out, unless you throw like a splash lingering potion of water or a splash potion of water, or if you just dump water buckets on it, like, which you can in the Nether, I'm just saying. But that actually makes sense, because if the Earth's core has magnesium and we're in the Earth's core, then all the netherrack would have some magnesium in it, which make them flammable. More flammable than wood, in fact, because wood just burns. And if you pay closer attention to what the Nether actually looks like and its inhabitants, you'll find out that a lot of them are in the air. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but gravity is very weak in the Nether. If you think about it, all the islands you're staying on, apart from the ones in the lava, are floating. That's why there's gas floating around. That's why there's blazes. If you look at the mobs, you'll see that a lot of them actually float. So do the islands. In the overworld, there's not that many islands that would just stay in the air with lava underneath it. I don't know why I put the lava there, but the point is that the gravity inside the Earth's core is very, out the Earth's core is very weak, because this. I don't give a. Okay, so gravity is all matter has gravity. For example, the computer or TV, that you're using to watch this video, has gravity, or maybe using a phone or an iPad. But oh well, the couch you're sitting on or the chair you're sitting on has gravity. Your house has gravity. Mount Everest has gravity. The higher the mass is of an object, the stronger the gravity is. But if you're in the Earth's core, you're inside the Earth. There is an Earth's crust and the entire stone part of the Earth above you, and the Earth's core is under you. So you're sandwiched between the outside of the Earth and inside of the Earth. So the outside of the Earth has gravity, and the inside has gravity too. So that would make the gravity way less strong. because both of them are pulling towards you. So a lot of the mobs like Gas and Blazes don't have wings, and they aren't exactly light. If you ask me, the Gas looks so fat, it hasn't gone to die for 2 minutes because that's how long it lives. Okay, whatever. But the gravity is very weak in the Nether, and that is something that most people don't think of, because gravity is there's no gravity change in Minecraft, and the like all the mobs, all you Gas, they look like floating jellyfish. That's why we don't suspect them. But in reality, the gravity actually does matter in this situation. So basically, basically Nether is the Earth's outer core. It's under the Earth, or as resembling it, hell. But some of you may ask, why isn't the gravity affecting you, and why aren't you getting burned to a crisp? So this might seem a little far-fetched, but what I personally think, is you are a visitor in the Nether. You are one of its guests. You are just visiting and collecting resources from Hades, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you guys don't believe me, like, why would you not get burned to death? Like, obviously the Nether is really hot, and if you fall in lava, obviously you could die, but why don't you die if you are in the Nether? Like, all the mobs in the Nether are immune to lava or fire, but how come you still die, but you don't die? I don't even know what I'm saying, but my point is, you don't get affected by all the things in the Nether. Why? Well, the Nether is hell. It only affects to the spirits and souls that are inside the Nether. For example, if you take a close look at soul sand, you can see that there are faces on it. Scary, being anguished faces. I don't even know. I think they're just holes in the sand. But they actually do look like faces, and that's what they're called, soul sand. They're sand made from the souls of excuse me, of people that already died. And so are Gas. Gas, if you take a close look at Gas's face, they have tears going down their. That's not even his body, but like, Gas are the spirits of people that died. But soul sand are the spirits of mobs that died, because there are obviously a lot more soul sand than there are players. So, and if you look at, and if you have ever gone to Nether Fortress, you see that there are a lot of skeletons, wither skeletons and normal skeletons. And those skeletons are just dead people, right? Because skeletons are basically zombies, but they've went on a diet. And there's the occasional dead zombie pigment that are pretty fat and don't get affected by gravity. I mean, skeletons don't either, but they're probably just as fat. But zombie pigmen are just dead pigs that died and went to the Nether. So all of these points to the fact that you are a visitor to the Nether, and you are just collecting resources, and you are not actually dead. You are just going to the Nether. I don't even know what I'm saying. I can't even understand myself. I hope you guys do. But if you think about it, you are a lot more powerful than these people. Or spirits, I should say. Because if you're a spirit, you're trapped in the Nether and you don't have any power to do something. A gas fireball can't even break cobblestone. A blaze can't even, Blaze can't even control, when they're spawning things. I mean, that's not even a thing, but if you think about it, all these things in the Nether are really helpless. Like, the soul sand can't escape. They just wait for you to shovel them up and build a wither with it. I'm not still exactly sure what the wither is, but I don't know. I don't even care. But you are just a visitor going to the Nether, or in other words, hell, or in other words, the Earth's outer core. and collecting resources there and just tormenting the souls that are already dead and torturing them because you are more powerful than them. You are not dead. You have the power to change the Nether, or the overworld, I should say. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. I am making a mod. I am making a Minecraft mod that has a bunch of battle tools, like there's guns, there's RPGs, there's grenades, smoke grenades, rocket launcher. That's an RPG. There's tanks, fire jets, vehicles that shoot stuff when you do stuff. There's miniguns. There's shrink rays, freeze rays, grappling hooks, and all sorts of fun stuff. And if you guys can give me some suggestions on what else to make, then I will gladly add it to the mod if I can. But if you guys don't have any suggestions, I'll post the mod out in the next video if I can. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye. Hope you learned something, and peace out.